chirp, chirp, chirp. How you going, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, just imitating that noisy cricket behind me.
Oh, that's excellent. I was going to see if we could push that through into the intro, and then you took it over anyway.
That's what I did. I'm just going to get going with that.
Yeah, bugger it. Why not?
So,
How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. What about yourself?
Busy. Final push.
Nah, not long now, mate. And you're bloody have a long one.
Got given the dates today. She should be getting induced on the 24th, which is exciting. So, yeah, not long at all. You look like you want to kill that thing.
I'm like, what enclosures it in? It didn't do it the whole time until you were just about to hit record.
Yeah, that'd be right.
If
What's new with you?
Watching now, I'm going to set up a woody colony. So, because I hate that cricket noise. I'll probably get text messages shortly. Anyway, yeah, not much, man. Not much. Same old. You know,
Yep.
Just been working, busy the last couple of weeks, new job and stuff. So,
Still enjoying it?
Yeah, that's awesome. Really enjoying it. It's good.
Hey guys in the chat, thanks for joining in. Yeah, no, that's exciting. You've changed it up a little bit, hey? So you've doing a lot of quoting and stuff now.
Yeah, in the office tomorrow, quoting this and that. Got new qualifications. That's all good. It's all happening here.
Becoming a pencil pusher.
Wife, yeah, pretty much. Wife got a new thing too, so yeah, it's all happening.
Congrats, Kim.
Yeah, so
exciting stuff.
What about you, mate? You've been pumping away at some more enclosures, I've seen.
As much as I can with my hand. Yep. It's,
yeah.
Still
How's
giving
that
me
going?
plenty of grip. Oh, it's shit house, to be honest. But anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't really have a choice but to kind of push hard at the moment. So, yep. Got the background in the frill neck behind me. I've got the logs on the way for that. I'm tinkering around with a bit of stuff with those. So, yep. Want to fix those all up.
Yeah,
But yeah, no.
Gillen's one sorted too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. See if I can move out of the way since we're doing the live. I can't really see it too well now, but yeah, got that big Gillen's one there done. Got another little Gillen's one done. And I've got the depressor to do in this room. And then this room's backgrounds are finito. That is it.
My room's an absolute mess at the moment. Got boxes everywhere and crap everywhere. And
Hence the zoomed in effect.
yeah. That's down a lively mug.
That's all good.
Yeah, no, you've been busy, so.
Very busy. Very, very busy. I feel bad because I've got a project that I've been trying to get done for my friend Jenny. I've got a tank here for her that I'm supposed to be putting together for her. I think it's a pink tongue skink that she's got.
Yeah.
And I've just been kind of pushing that to the side and trying to get my stuff done because hers is like a full tile pointing background that's a bit more time consuming than just sticking some laminate on something. So yeah, but it's there. I just need to tape it up, and it's all carved out. I just need to tape it up, paint it up, let it dry.
Yeah, nice. That'll look pretty good. For adults, ping tongues?
I don't know how old hers is, but it's a nice vertical tank. So it's like 90 centimeters tall, 60 wide, 45 deep. It's the old one that my boys are in.
Yep. Okay.
So
yeah.
I'm just going to do it up for her and give it to her in replace of some woodies down the track or something like that. So
yeah. Speaking of
friend out.
enclosures, did you see that one that actually is in the comments? Wildfire Bearded Dragons posted up.
Oh, the frill neck one.
Yeah, that looked unreal.
Yeah, that was killer. That was absolutely killer. I really like that one. I like the size of it. The size and the fact that it's got those 3-dimensional backgrounds. It's I like that one. I'm going to look it up now.
Yeah, that was real good.
So I got it in front of me.
Oh yeah, screen share.
Yeah, do that. Thanks everyone in the chat that's given me some good feedback on the enclosures. I'm glad everyone's enjoying them. I'm in particularly enjoying them. I like coming in here and staring at things now. It's good fun.
You'll be able to take the baby in there where your missus needs to sleep, mate, and just stare.
That's what I want to do. Just hang out here with my kid. That's what it's all about, right?
Exactly. I love doing it. Not at the moment. It's a bit messy, but yeah.
Evening, Daz. How you doing? How's this? 23 viewers at the moment. I'm cranking. 450 in.
Staring at my ugly mug. And yours.
And mine. Yeah, mine's
Colin, there you go, mate. Yeah.
No, it's Ed, you've got enclosures on the way.
Yes. Yeah. Should be soon. So keen for that. Look different bus. I'm a bit messy at the moment. So got some new grid connect behind me. I need to connect up, and actually I've got to take one back. I had one fail the other day.
Another one.
Yeah, one of the yeah, no, it was the same way. It was I was telling you about it. It was the Wi-Fi connector. Like when you go to connect at the button, yeah, it just wouldn't connect. So got to take that back. But
that sucks.
Yeah, that was a bit annoying. So
I thought I lost one the other day, but it was just a light that was shorting it out.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's again on my fish tank. I haven't had a touch wood. I haven't had a problem with any of the ones that are actually been reptile based. So it's all been to do with the fish tank, which I'm thinking might be more of a humidity issue more than anything.
Because are they in the cupboard underneath with the filter?
Not with the sump. They're next to it though. But you know, ambient humidity. The light that was shorting that power board though is in the sump in the cabinet. Okay. So that might be where that's coming in.
Possibly, yeah. That could do it.
Well, thanks, Colin. I can't grow a beard nearly as good as you, mate. You've rocked some ripper beards in the past.
Yeah. I can't really grow good. Mine's too thin. I'll just leave it this length.
Hey, weird question for you. This can go for you as well, Colin, and anybody else out there that has had a beard. I'm thinking, should I have a shave before this baby turns around? Otherwise, I'm scared that, like, down the track, I'm going to shave my beard off and the kid's not going to know who I am.
I did it because my beard used to be longer, and then I shaved mine off. I went clean face once. I hate having a clean face, and my son looked at me and was like, "What the heck?" Like, there's actually videos, like you can find them on YouTube and stuff, of dads that have always had a beard and shaved in front of their kids, and the kids like, "Who the hell are you?" Yeah, just rock it. Yeah, there you go, Simon. Rock the beard.
Oh, if anybody can rock a beard, Simon can rock a beard too. Have you seen Simon's beard?
Well, not friends on Facebook. He always pops up in my suggested friends, and he's just got like a massive one.
Oh, I had him on Facebook, man. He's got some absolute ripper herp shots. Or follow him on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, Simon's got a big red beard. Big Viking beard. Oh, here we go. Cole's chimed in. Yeah, my daughter was 3 when I shaved mine off, and she thought I was a stranger. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm scared of. I mean, I probably shave a little bit more frequently than that, but
yeah,
there you go. All fun and games. Yeah. So back to that enclosure. Did you end up sharing it? No. Oh, sorry, I popped up. Hang on, give me 2 seconds. We got distracted by beard talk.
Yeah.
No, it was a ripper enclosure.
2 seconds. I just got to jump onto the old Instagram. I'll spill my beer. That would be bad.
You having a beer tonight?
Yeah, sure am, mate. Podcast night. Always do. I'm trying to not drink as much beer during the week. So the only night I do is podcast night.
That's not the same as me. Especially at the moment while the missus can't drink. She's been staring down some rosé.
Oh,
here you go.
Cracker.
That's awesome, hey?
Yeah, it's a good height too. Like, that's a nice high enclosure. Yeah. That'd basically be floor to ceiling in my room.
Wouldn't be far off it.
No, I think I've had like 200 mil.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, it's a really good enclosure. I like the fact that they've just got so much usable space in it. Yeah, that is the benefit to having that rock wall in the back there with like the sort of shelves and stuff on there, as well as the 3.5 uprights, I'll call it, because you do have that one awesome diagonal branch to run them up the side. But yeah,
I like that.
Just looks clean. Yeah, it looks clean though.
Yeah, good. I remember seeing it because I was flicking through, like, I haven't been on social media much lately. I was just flicking through and that caught my eye. I was like, oh, that's cracker. And then you sent me the picture, like, I think it was about 2 minutes after I saw it.
We have a habit of that. It's like we're the same person, but not. We're constantly like, oh, did you see this? Oh, yeah, just saw it then. Like doesn't matter what it is. That's for a FrillNet call. Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. Actually, I'll tell you who I've got open again in front of me, and I can't get enough of these guys, is the guys from Gondwana Geckos.
Yeah, he's a good follow.
Yeah, I was just watching his little reel or whatever he's done with his Kingorum jumping around after some woodies or something. Yeah. It's definitely worth it.
What's his collab? I'm like, tempting.
Won't be long, mate.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm definitely going to do it.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Rick Shine's new book. That has just popped up in the comments again saying, has anybody got their copy of it? You've ordered it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've ordered it. I don't know if it's actually out yet. Rick Shine's if they've actually released, like if they've sent them out. I'm not too sure. I know they've sent out they're through the Herb Society. I know they've sent out the other book. I think that might have been yesterday or today, but I don't know if that one's actually been sent out yet. I have to ask. Actually, it reminds me we've got to pay for that. Do that after.
That'll hopefully get sent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Eric's got his. He might have got a... Oh, maybe he can. Actually, yeah. I don't know. I'm waiting for the Herb one from the Herb Society where it comes with a little signed plaque, but I don't know whether he got it from there or if he just bought it from somewhere else or not, so I'm not too sure.
Yeah, right.
Your frog's still calling Luke.
Every time I hear it, I just have to have a chuckle to myself. I'm like, he's your problem now.
Yeah.
Wait until your white lips start going off. That'll be a different story. You won't be able to have them in that room doing podcasts.
No, definitely. They won't be in here, so.
Did you catch the latest podcast from the Fight Club guys?
No, I haven't actually. Like, that's the only thing with my new job is I don't really get a chance to listen to podcasts. But what was it about?
Basically, they were having a fight over whether or not field herping makes you a better keeper.
Yeah. And
I thought it was a really interesting subject. So, yeah, I quite enjoyed that one. Justin was playing the role of, pro herping makes you a better keeper.
Yeah.
And Chuck was going, nah, it doesn't. And I could understand both points in it really well. I think the major points to take away with it was basically Chuck was saying that most people that go herping, not all, they tend to see animals in like a particular situation for a brief period of time, and then they base all of their keeping judgments and decisions and stuff over like such a small sight into the animal's life. But at the same token, then you can see Justin's point going, well, a lot of people that do not see these animals in the wild and they're just sitting at home can't necessarily make the best judgment calls without ever experiencing a lot of the stuff that they experience. So I really found it interesting because like I'm personally a big yes, I think herping does make you a better keeper, like especially after having that trip with the guys up north and sitting down with like Tyson and Luke and just, batting ideas around and stuff with them. But at the same token, I can appreciate Chuck's point of going, that gill and I that I saw that I'm basing all this stuff off, that was like an hour, and I haven't experienced any more than that. Really.
Yeah, I'm not trying to squeeze that one in tomorrow. But yeah, that's true though. Like just from hearing what you say, but even when I read the title just then, I could understand both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be a field herper to be a better keeper though as well. So
100%. Like you could be very book smart and doing a lot of research and stuff via reading and talking to other keepers and hearing other people's observations.
Watching them yourself, your own observations as well. So
100%. Yeah.
I enjoy that podcast though, like the style of it. It's so different to anything else. Like,
yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think it does because it does bat those ideas around. Because like I went into that thinking, Phil Herper definitely has better experience and stuff like that. But yeah, after coming out of there, I was like, yeah, I'm neither here nor there, really.
Yeah,
like I can agree with both, and I think with this hobby, there's just so many ways to keep animals and have success with animals, and who's to say what makes it better?
That's exactly right. And how do you know if it's happy or healthy? Like,
exactly.
You see heaps of overweight animals and this and that. So,
yep.
Yeah.
And you can't base it all off the one thing.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people go, I got eggs, I bred my snake. It's doing exactly what it should be doing. It's like, is that all that it should be doing?
Yeah, exactly. And then all the land clearing that goes on, sometimes the wild habitat's not exactly the best habitat for them. They might have been pushed out of their preferred habitat. So,
100%.
I was having that conversation with one of the blokes at work today. We were talking about, like, just driving around your state and there's just no trees everywhere. But, like, you want to cut a couple of branches off a tree that are hanging over your house. You're not allowed to. But, yeah, they go to a new development and they just level the whole thing.
Yeah.
And all the animals that get displaced from that, and just nothing ever comes of it,
Yeah. It's just like, oh, well, council wins.
Exactly. Yeah. Money wins.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it comes down to. Yeah. No, it was very exciting. I actually missed a chance to go herping with Luke on Saturday. He gave me a call. He was in his car and he's like, "Oh, you got to come herping, man." And I was like, "I'm at work." It was like the first sunny day we've had in a while, and he was going looking for broadheads. Yeah,
he shot me a message today. He was coming up my way to go do a bit of a walk through Somersby Falls, just take some pictures and stuff. But I wasn't going to be home in time, unfortunately, because I would have definitely done that. Any excuse to get the camera out now.
Yeah.
So
must be chomping at the bit.
Yeah, especially just to get out a bit, but going with the snow soon, so pretty keen on that.
So you rebooked?
So, yeah, we rebooked for the end of the month, so just for a day. Pretty keen to see their face when they see the snow. So,
no, that'll be a special moment. That's for sure.
Exactly. But no, awesome news from Nature for You as well.
Yeah,
today. New book.
It's definitely one I'll have to add to the list.
Yeah, it's was it? I always stuff is Australasian elapids. It's a chimera book. I'm pretty keen on that one.
What else do they do? I know I've seen that little symbol. Is that
chimera? They do a monitor. I've only got a few of the chimera books, but they do they're really, really good books. I've
got this monitor one from them.
Yeah, and they do.
I recognise the little logo.
Yeah, they do heaps of overseas stuff. Like I think there's a Europlatus one. There's a whole there's heaps of them, but they're really good books. I think they're in German as well. They come out in German, but then obviously you can get the English version. But looking forward to that one. That'll be really good. So many good books coming out lately, Luke.
I know. I got so little money.
Yeah. You didn't get the AHS one? The new other one?
I haven't pulled the trigger on any recently.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bang these enclosures out. That's where all my money that is spare is going.
Yeah.
That and debt, like everybody else, paying petrol and mortgages and stuff that are all going up. So,
tell me about it.
Yeah, it's killer, hey.
Oh man, it's absolutely killer. Actually, I'll just see if I can bring that book up.
Yeah, please do. That's definitely worth a share.
Yeah, it's I filled up my wife's car the other day, and it was $180. It used to be $100.
Mate, I'm driving around in my wife's old car because I got rid of the Commodore so we could buy the family car.
Yeah.
And I'm just driving around a little Getz. And that thing's costing me like $75 to fill the thing.
It's ridiculous, eh?
Should run on fumes.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that one there, definitely keen for that one.
Yeah. That's going to be a good book, I reckon. Even though I'm not all that into captive keeping of elapids myself, I don't think it's something that's going to be on my cards, which answers that question that's just come up from YouTube by Captain Cook. But it'll still be a good book to have in the arsenal, I reckon. There'll be some great information in there from those two. They've got plenty of experience in between them.
Yeah.
Let alone
just inexperience with elapids. I just don't trust myself.
But I get nailed by pythons, and they're slow compared to half these things.
Yeah.
So not worth it for me. Yeah.
But no, definitely keen on that one. So I love this little share feature. When you're talking to someone, it makes you sad.
It's super handy considering, when we're doing these lives and stuff like that, and we do have people that are jumping in and having a listen. Yeah. Actually, while we are on the trend, did you catch that post from Josh Verstacker.
I did, actually. I will share that too.
Yeah. So he's out in the field doing his research towards Murray-Darlings in Victorian high country, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong there.
Beautiful spot too.
Yeah, it looked unreal. But it's cool to see him out there, you know, taking temps and UV readings and all sorts, just getting amongst it and having a good old time. And he did find a few critters and stuff along the way too, which is really good to see. I think he got a shingle back while he was out there, and unfortunately he didn't get to see his Murray-Darling. But, you know, it's not all about that, I reckon, sometimes. Like, it's just about getting out there, and especially with your mates and stuff like that, and having a bit of a poke around.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You should be able to
Still got to see some Stroffs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm actually...
No, you're right.
He's post on.
He was rocking the VHS jumper too.
Yeah. Yeah, good on you, Josh. That's awesome to see you out there. I knew that he was going out there to have a bit of a poke around, but yeah, shingleback's awesome, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Kai. Kai just said it would make finding that Murray-Darling even better when it finally happens, and it will. And, you know, he's trying in one of the, I believe, harder locations, essentially, to find these guys, but it's entirely possible.
Yeah. Some UV readings. So.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm jealous. Look like some nice habitat.
Yeah, I'm just jealous. Yeah, I'd love to get out a bit more, but anyway, I'll get off that pay. I'm a mental blank for a second there. I'm trying to work out what I was doing. I was like trying to talk at the same time and use the mouse and close the Instagram page.
Come on, mate. You're a male. You only have to do one thing at a time, ain't
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, man.
I just chucked up this question from Captain Cooked. What are your worst bites that you've ever had?
Probably my 3-year-old toddler. No,
oh, goody. Something to look forward to.
Jungle. That was a jungle jag.
Good set of teeth.
Yep, good set of teeth and a bit loopy.
Yeah. Yep. All the more reason to hit you. Yeah. I had a really good bite from a jungle, actually. A gelatin jungle. It was the first day that I brought it home, and I was kind of just playing with it in the sun for 5 minutes longer than I probably should have, and decided that it had enough and latched onto my knuckle, my index finger here, and I can swear there's still a tooth in there. But yeah, that didn't tickle.
Mate had a diamond, and it was on my arm. It was lucky I had a jumper on, because I reckon that probably would have been the worst one. And as it got the jumper, it twisted its head. So when it bit, it's like pulled back and twisted its head. So it's grabbed the jumper, and my jumper was all twisted up. So that would have been a doozy right on the forearm. But it was definitely a jungle jag.
What's your most hilarious bite? Like, have you had a bite where you're just kind of like, oh, this is ridiculous, like you're not doing anything, or like some sort of like comical bite?
Everything just tries to bite me, though. That's the problem. The sneaky bites are the best ones.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, what was it? I think it was a roughie, actually. Just sliding up my arm when I first got my roughies back off Snake Ranch like years ago. It was just cruising up my arm, and then just like turned its head and just like bit me. I'm like, what the heck? Like, because it just bit me and let go. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what the heck? They don't have sharp scales. I was like thinking like, what's going on here? But yeah, it was pretty funny. That was about it. So
I had a nip on the nose from one of the green tree python hatchies.
Yeah,
that was pretty hilarious. I was just like looking at it way too closely, and it just decided to go and pop me one on the nose.
I've never been bit on the face, so I'm pretty happy with that. But
I think that's probably the third time that I've been bitten on the face.
Yeah,
but it's all from hatchies.
Yeah. Oh, that's not too bad. So
I got nailed by one of the northern velvets once.
Yeah, right.
That put like some serious.
Cave geckos do good too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Especially when Ricky rearranges it on your hand to make it hurt more.
Get your hair. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Actually, Daz just sent me through a. Did he send it to you as well? An olive python bite?
I don't know. No, maybe might have just shot it through to you, seeing you're the.
Well,
the image master.
As soon as you send it to me, I'll share it.
It may as well. Yeah. I almost copped a good bite from my olive when I had him. He was cruising around, and I had a big beard at the same sort of size beard, and he kind of brushed up against it.
This one, yeah, some good bruising on that.
Yeah, that would have stung. That is some solid bruising.
Mm.
Yeah. What size is that? That was an arm, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like a forearm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was... Man, it looked like a golf ball, that bruise that was in the top part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, forearm.
Yeah, that wouldn't have tickled at all, Daz.
No.
How big was that olive? Was that kind of like a 7 foot plus, or what sort of size are we talking? Big enough, I think is the answer, really. But good stuff.
Matt's post up the other day. Matt Somerville.
The one with the hunting snakes?
Yep, that was awesome.
That was wicked. I do love seeing him in situ like that, and that was next level, I think, to have so many different species that he's been lucky enough to photograph in ambush.
Yeah, I'll share that one too. The listeners on the podcast are going to be annoyed because we're just sharing heaps of pictures.
That's right. We can describe them as we go.
That's right. Go through, look over to his Matt Somerville's Instagram and check out that. But he's got the scrubs, the first one.
Mm.
And he's got that. Oh man, roughies! How awesome is that?
But I'm jealous of all of these, to be quite frank, because they're not only are they killer shots, but it would be killer experiences to be in those.
I'm going to say the roughie would be probably my most like a shot I'd love to get, just because of where they are and how hard they are to find.
Yeah, and that is just
It's got the little Stimson. That's a frog there as well.
That roughy photo actually made me rethink my ideas for my roughy enclosure, because that's one enclosure that I've still got to work on over the next, I don't know, 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a shot where I'm like, I might change up my plans for how I'm doing my rocks and stuff like that. Like that's just epic like that. Yeah.
It's got the pygmy python.
Yeah, that was wicked as well. I just love the colour of the rocks in that one.
Yeah, I love how it's just the real dirt red.
Mm. He just blends so well.
And that jungle, that's a cracker jungle too. Isn't it funny? Like, when I first got into it, you always thought just jungles were these black and gold snakes, because you'd come across all these pictures on the forums of just black and gold jungles. But
yeah, there'd be no tipping. There'd be
nothing.
Washed out saddles or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Some hunting greens.
How's the blue on that green too?
Oh,
it's like halfway down its back, this random bit of blue. I wonder what causes that, hey?
I'm not too sure. That olive, the water python in the water is awesome too.
Oh, yeah.
And then a hatchling rough scale python. What are the odds of that? I've got to start following awesome herpers. It just makes me want to get out, and then I'll never see them. So
I want to go to the Kimberley. After saying that, I mean, I've always wanted to go to the Kimberley, but that was, next level. Hey,
yeah,
absolute next level. Especially after speaking to Reed and Ollie last week on the podcast, and them talking about how they've got their trips planned up to 2024 or 25 or whenever they said, and
yeah.
Man, some of those trips.
I want to plan one for up north, but
I swear if you don't, I'm just going to pull you out of your house and put you in your car and tell you to bugger off or something like that.
No, I definitely will. It's definitely on the cards. So when's Luke getting a scrubby? I don't think Luke will be getting a scrubby.
Not anytime soon.
No,
not anytime soon. Maybe one day. Give it another 15 years or something.
They are awesome, but
I respect scrubbies. I really do like scrubbies. I don't know if it's an animal I'd own.
Yeah.
That just comes down to the fact that generally speaking, they don't have a great temperament, so it's an animal that, it's that next sort of level of commitment. I think if I was going to own another big snake, it would definitely be an olive again, preferably the one that I had. But yeah, for the time being, with Bubs on the way, big animals are out of my game. Yep.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
For the time being, it's just space. If I had infinite space and funds and all the rest of it,
if you lived up north, you could keep them outside as well. But
oh yeah, that'd be a no-brainer.
Yeah, but
one day.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But I mean, there is something about them though, just the size and the color and everything else. So
they're gorgeous animals. I think they're one of those ones that I'd really enjoy seeing just in the wild and being able to appreciate it whilst it's in the wild. Talking to you constantly about, you wanting to go up there. It's like, I've got just as much want to go up there, I reckon. As much as I love my arid stuff, I'd love to do a far north Queensland trip and see, scrubbies, boids, greens, cornutas, pricklies, all that sort of good stuff, calves,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my stuff.
Yeah, I think Colin did have a setup at one stage or another where he did have a kind of like half inside outside sort of cage for a few of his animals, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to say that he had a Spencer's or something as well that had the same sort of deal. I could be wrong then. If Colin's still here, he should be able to clear that up for you. Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to get up there. I think that's. I could be wrong, but I think that might be a little bit more achievable than some other trips that I'd like to do.
Especially with the little one.
Yeah.
Taking a baby out in 40+ degree heat. I suppose you got the humidity though, but
yeah. Well, I mean, after speaking to Luke, we still might be doing a desert trip. We might not be going for lizards so much, but to just get out and
have a look
and see it, sort of thing. So I might plan that for March, late March or something like that next year. Maybe when the heat of the summer's just taken out of it a bit.
Yeah.
But we'll see. All in due course, no doubt. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to get out.
Exactly.
I'm already stinging.
Did you see that there was a new described Delma today up in the Hunter Valley?
In the Hunter Valley?
Yeah.
This is what you sent through.
Yeah, Vesco lineata, I think. Vesco lineata.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that.
I'd go with that.
Yeah, sounds about right. Actually, I'll share the post. That'll make it a bit easier because then anyone that knows how to say it can say it.
That's Steve Mahoney?
Steve, yeah. Is it Marnie or Mahoney? I don't know how to pronounce it, but
I don't know.
I think I actually heard his dad on a podcast once.
Really?
About frogs, yeah. On the what's that frog podcast? Over in I can't remember what it is, but I don't know if anyone can really see that, but it's pretty cool.
That's a good looking lizard.
Yeah, it is.
I like the Delmas, hey.
Yeah. Yeah. I just love
That's actually a group of lizards that I've never kept as a legless lizard.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I'd even just love like a common scalyfoot or something like that. I reckon that'd just be bad little guys to keep.
I love Burtons, but they'd just be a nightmare to keep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the I don't know. I like Burtons. I can definitely appreciate Burtons, but I have a feeling that the common scalyfoots are just a bit more my alley. Yeah. Kai's got some I forget the type you've got, Kai. But yeah, he's got a scalyfoot of some description. I think it's like a Western New South Wales scalyfoot or something like that.
Yeah, I always forget. It's pretty cool. That's why I geeked out when I found that Burton's that time.
Yeah,
it's like kid in a candy store. Yeah, that's his name, Darren. Michael Mahoney, Marnie or Mahoney. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, no, that was actually a good podcast. I enjoyed that one.
What podcast was that?
I think it was on the frog. Hang on, give me 2 seconds, and I'll actually get the podcast up. Amphibicast, I'm pretty sure it was.
That's not an Aussie one, though, is it?
No, it's American. I'm thinking pretty awful. Yeah, Canadian American, something like that. But yeah, that was actually a good listen. I can't remember what it was about. It was actually I think it was an older one. I can't remember what it was actually about, but I listened to it a while ago. Yeah, I can't remember. That was a while ago. I tried to find it, but I'll be scrolling for too long. Decent good scaly foot he's got.
Lone male. What are you saying, Kai? You need a girl?
Need to pimp them around, really, is there?
That's one of those things that you just don't see getting around. They have small clutches as well, don't they? Just like geckos.
Yeah,
the same sort of deal with 2 eggs. Yeah, right. I've never really looked much into their breeding nature.
I've thought about keeping them numerous times, just because they're cool, pretty much like a gecko. So,
yeah. I know. I saw Michael Payne's when I was down there for the expo. I think he was feeding it or something. And they're cool animals. Very, very cool animals. I tell you what, though, they had Jesse Campbell, who we've had on the podcast before. He posted up some awesome photos of some greens that he's been finding in Cape York recently, or he's back from a trip recently.
Actually, yes, I did see those ones.
Heaps of juvies are getting found this year.
No, I've noticed that. It makes sense. I'll go up there and I'll find nothing when I go up there. You watch.
Yeah.
I was going to try and share it, but I can't seem to find the post. Where did I find it?
Tell you what, though, like all these guys that are finding these greens and stuff like that, it's giving me so much inspiration for my little tanks, for my guys.
Oh, I found it. There we go. Yeah, I'd be over the moon to find an adult up there, but if I found a juvie up there, I'd be absolutely stoked. I'd just be stoked to find one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, because they were the first snake that got me really into reptiles when I was a kid. So,
how can you not love them?
I know. Just that colour.
Yeah. I don't even care that they don't do much. I reckon they do heaps, to be honest. But it's that's next level.
Yeah, you can see the pinworms under the skin there near the tail.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you're right, Daz. They do look like well-fed juveniles as well.
Yeah, that one
would have been a good season or something up there.
It must have been, yeah. But I don't know. I've never herped up there, but it'd be interesting to talk to someone that's kind of gone up there every year and compared how many they've found and whatnot. So,
yeah, that might be a question for Mr. Somerville and Christie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're pretty regular out there. So,
yeah,
he keeps finding the same one in the same tree too. When he goes up there, he was saying,
the next level when you can do that.
Yeah,
I used to run into the same diamond python on my local place all the time. Like I'd see it a few times a year, sort of thing, and it'd be pretty much in the same sort of position or at least close to it.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden just stopped finding it. Hey, it's a bit gutting. So hopefully it's okay.
Hopefully moved on. Yeah,
yeah. Hopefully it didn't get snatched by a powerful owl or
something like that. Yeah,
or somebody dodgy or something like that, doing the wrong thing.
Or it's just found a better spot, or it was cruising looking for a female or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I definitely want to get that more this season.
Yeah, man. Even if it's just local or, semi-local or something like that, I reckon we could tee up a good amount of trips, There's plenty of spots up near around you.
Heaps. Heaps. There's a couple of good rock faces in the bush that are face the west, so should be pretty good. Get out at night, go there. Might see a few geckos and stuff, yeah. But I just want to get out more, find some stuff, find some cool stuff.
I need a eastern stone gecko. That's one of the things that I've never been able to find.
Have I? Yeah, I found some of them actually years ago when I was a kid. So I need to find them and photograph them, but.
You still got one up on me there.
Yeah, exactly. But,
that's your claim to fame, mate.
I wouldn't go that far. Would be cool to find some of them, though.
Yeah, I need to tick off a bunch of stuff, actually. Kieran, funnily enough, he took an awesome video not long ago, which was in a spot that was like right around the corner from my old place. And he's just like, oh, this is a well-known spot for Sydney Cunninghams or whatever. And I was just like, I've walked there so many times. Not once did I think to go like that little bit off track into this kind of countryside and, go and have a look for these Cunninghams. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Simon's giving me some stick as well.
That's good to see.
Yeah, I need to kick up the bum. Simon's always out there. Simon just chimed in and said Stone Geckos are 10 minutes from your home. When the weather gets good, we'll go get some. Yeah, man, I'm keen. As long as I've got the time. Simon and I just keep missing, like, lining up times to be able to go out together, I reckon.
Yeah.
But, yeah, actually, I have to show you something that Simon's been doing recently. I'll see if you can find it, or I'll send you through the photo of it. But do you know much about Simon? Have you chatted to Simon much?
No, never. No.
Okay, so Simon's like pretty much solely a herper. He's just got recently he's gotten a spotted python, I believe. Made a wicked setup for it too. Like, it's absolutely awesome. And he does a lot of woodwork, right? So he does like chainsaw statues and
nice.
All sorts of crazy stuff. And unfortunately, his shed went underwater recently. But I'll see if I can send this through to you. Why is this not coming up for me? He recently put together a 4.5 meter crocodile. It's unreal. Why can I not find it?
Like a wooden one? Yeah.
It's not coming up in my feed for some reason. Why are you not coming up? He basically, I'm pretty sure he used a chainsaw, if I'm not mistaken. I basically carved the whole thing out. It was unreal. But right. He's done a few. He did a lace monitor as well for the wildflower gardens.
Okay.
In Karingoy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty incredible what the guy can do with a piece of wood. I'll give him that.
And a chainsaw. That's pretty,
yeah.
There's some cool, I don't have that skill, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's incredible some of the stuff that he's done. I don't know if you got that photo that just came in. That's of his lace monitor.
I've seen that somewhere. I don't know where I've seen it.
Or someone might have sent me the attachment.
Sure. Here's 2 seconds and I'll pop her up.
I'll send you the other one that Simon's just sent through as well of the croc. This is the lace monitor. Yeah, that's incredible.
Awesome. Yeah.
I went around to Simon's place and he's got like black cockatoos and wombats and all sorts of like crazy things carved out of wood out the front of his place. I'm going to have to commission him for a piece one day for sure for my courtyard.
They're going to think you got a real bloody thing sitting in the back of your courtyard, mate.
Well, funnily enough, he put a photo up the other day and it was caught on camera of a real wombat checking out one of his carved wombats.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Actually, I'll see if I can share that video
of the croc.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for anybody listening, go and check out Simon Beggs. I'm going to butcher this. Wood turning. Simon Beggs wood turning on Facebook, and check out some of the work that he's been doing. It's absolutely incredible. Not only reptile related stuff and animal related stuff. He does a lot of like bowls and all sorts of gear as well. But yeah, look at that thing.
It's awesome.
That's pretty cool, huge. Hey? It's massive. It's like 4.5 meters.
That's cool.
It's a proper size croc.
That's awesome. I like that.
Hopefully it didn't float away with the floods.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Water started to go down here, which is good. So,
you've been able to get out of the driveway?
Yeah, it's all good now. It's kind of receded a bit. Everyone's throwing all their rubbish out from all the floods and stuff. So,
did your was it your brother or your brother-in-law? Is he all right?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, so I think they'll basically got to rip all the gyprock off the walls. Like, so he rents the place, but they're pretty much all their stuff that was there has got to get thrown out. But
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just looking for a new place now to rent.
That's pretty heavy, huh?
Yeah.
Very heavy.
But it's been pretty. We've had it a few times I think I say 3 times in the last 2 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Been pretty crappy for most of the people on the east coast that have been suffering in these low-lying areas with all this water. I know the Hawkesbury got smashed by it as well. The guys down there. I've seen a few of my friends on Facebook struggling.
I just poured beer all over myself. It's funny.
That happens more often than most people would think, but just it's the only time you've done it on a live stream.
Yeah. I thought it was emptier than it was a full one, and I was like, oh, yeah, poured it a little bit too quick, but I thought someone definitely saw that, so I may as well call myself out.
Oh, at least it gives something for the listeners to laugh at as well.
Exactly.
You're dribbling on yourself.
Yeah.
How's Ollie's photos going? He's been putting up some awesome shots, hey?
Oh, man, yeah, he put up that post of the...
Teniatis or something?
Yeah, Teniatis. I think it's... I butcher it when I pronounce that name. I think it is. I'll share
Obviously,
that one.
Obviously, we're no good at Latin.
No. Yeah, I think it is a Teniatis, I think it is. Where's the...
Southern... is it the southern phasmid gecko? Oh, striped phasmid gecko.
Yeah. Cracker shot. Nice close-up.
Yeah, it's clean.
I'd love to see some of them, yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Looks like he's just holding on to one little spindly bit of Spinifex as well.
Yeah. It is. It's crazy. I just love their eyes. That's one thing I love about the snakes. Oh, no, snakes, geckos, is all the different types of eyes. That'd be a little cool thing to put together, is just have like a collage. Actually, I think I might have seen it once before, a collage of all like different gecko eyes. That'd
look awesome, especially if it was on like a big poster or something like that. You know, so you can see like really good detailed macro shots of them. You think about like some of the leafy eyes, like, man, those cornutus eyes.
Oh yeah, and some of the Sulphurus eyes as well.
Yeah, I do love the what do you call them? The little aberrans.
Yeah,
red flecking through the grey eyes and stuff like that.
We're getting some. Tired of being alone, Luke? We'll help you.
Apparently, I put that user in a lockout thing.
Yeah.
See you later. I'm not alone.
Funny. Neither am I.
No, I haven't seen Josh and Greeny's newest videos. That gives me something to look forward to after this, actually.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying watching them travelling around.
Man, what a trip, eh? Oh.
Very jealous.
Yeah.
Very jealous.
I can't wait till my kids are a bit older so I can just kind of do a bit of that with the family and stuff and just get out a bit. Like, what a trip. Absolutely amazing.
I watch a family, what are they called? It was on YouTube.
Trip in a van. Like that.
Yeah. I love their stuff.
Yeah.
Like, those kids, what an upbringing, hey?
Oh, that's what I kind of want to do with my kids. But,
yeah.
Like, just go away heaps. Not obviously, like, just live in the van, but just travel a bit more. But, yeah, if anyone, just go check out Josh and Greeny's Instagram channel, because it's pretty awesome. That paddleboarding with the Crocs, freshwater Crocs, that was sick.
Yeah, that was
cool.
That
breeding ball, that was awesome.
That was of the file snakes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wicked.
So, they found some pretty awesome stuff.
Oh yeah. There's no doubt. I mean, between those guys, like, they're doing a good job. That's for sure.
Yeah, it would be good to see him get a few more subscribers too. So,
watched on the big TV. Daz says the detail is great. Okay, I'll kick my wife off, or she can sit down next to me, and that's what we're watching after this if she's still awake.
I sit in my house in silence for night time because obviously the house is cold, so I've got the doors open so the aircon gets in the kids' rooms, and I sit on my phone with my AirPods in just watching YouTube videos.
I wonder if that's going to be my future. Like, I'm wondering if I'm going to turn into one of those people that goes to bed at like 9 o'clock and gets up at like 6, or, you know, because I mean, currently now I'm kind of like to bed at 11. Up at maybe like, I don't know, 6:30, 6:40.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I'm up at bed about 11, up at about 6. But see, before that, I'd be bed at about 9 and I'd be up at like 4, 3:30, 4 o'clock. I used to work in the city, but yeah, I'm enjoying the extra couple of hours of a night because I get to watch these YouTube videos. But
Yeah,
I'll
true.
tell you this now. Get sleeping while you can, Luke. Sleeping while you can. I was a bit hungover on Sunday, but
Yeah.
did get to sleep in on Sunday. I was up at, I think I got in at like 12:30, which went to a mate's place for a barbecue, and then I was up at 5:30.
That's brilliant.
Yep. So
I actually had a bit of a hangover after talking to Ollie and Reed. I finished that bottle.
So did I.
Bottle of Dimple. I had like maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 glasses or something like that in that.
I bought 4 bolters down. I just grabbed a 4-pack on the way down, and they're 1.5. Smashed them pretty quick. So yeah.
Chook says that's exactly what's going to happen with kids, and Darren says no, you'll go to bed at 9 and be up again at 11.
Yeah, that's right. And maybe up again at 1. Then maybe up again at 3. I know. That's what I used to do. My daughter.
I keep talking to it now. I'm like, you got to be a good sleeper, right? And like kick a stomach or something like that. And I'm like, hopefully that's a good sign. No.
It's the part
learning
of the fun,
experience.
It's yeah.
I'll get over it eventually.
I think I worked for a good 4 months straight on about 3 hours sleep a night at one point because Kim was pregnant. And my son was just a terrible sleeper, and she was right at the end of the pregnancy, the last 3 months. So she needed the sleep. I was like, I'll just cough me up, baby. Let's go.
Yep, that is what it is.
Coffee and podcast get me through the day.
That's one thing that we've kind of said is we're gonna try to have a little bit of a gap between this one and if we decide to have another one. So. Try is the key word.
Try.
Yeah. But no, I'm so excited. Hey, I'm so incredibly excited. It's even better now that we've got a date because it's I knew it was going to be around then, but it's it's happening now.
Yeah, not long now, mate. I'm keen to get some new tanks. That's what I'm keen for.
I'm keen to watch you get new tanks and see what you do with them because I've been hearing you talk about it for so long. Not just on the podcast, because obviously we chat outside of this as well, and hearing your ideas about what you're going to do, and
start getting plants together and this and that. Got to get a couple of other things together, and then
you've been collecting ferns like mad, hey?
Yeah, ferns. And what else? Heaps of trying to do native plants. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they take with what I want to do, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm going to try out a few ferns in these green tree tanks again.
Yeah.
See if I can keep them going.
In the hatchy ones?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that I'm going to try on this one is not do such bright lighting.
Yeah.
So in the last ones, because they were the ones that had ferns in them, I think were only 45 centimetres deep, and I had very bright 6500K lighting above them for a good 12 hours plus a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I also potentially could be wrong, but UV as well, and then also a lot of water. Yeah, I don't know.
Depends.
That does depend on the fern. A lot of them like to be moist but not wet, Yeah. And I have a feeling that a few of them were getting a bit wet. So.
Some of them like it nice and wet.
Was it maiden hairs or something like that?
Hairs, yeah. I kept killing them for ages. And then I was and then I actually killed one. And it was in a pot. I was just sitting I just couldn't water it enough. It just where it was, the sun was just getting it was just drying it out too much. Yeah. And then I moved it into the shade because I was going to throw the pot in the bin. I just left it there. And then we had all this rain and it just came back nuts. And it just sits out at the back now. It just got nuts. So I just take little bits out and plant them when I need. But the Australian native version of the maidenhair fern is a little bit more hardier and doesn't require as much water.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You can kind of see it. It's in that one there. You can see I got to cut that leaf off, but it's starting to grow up real high in that one. So
yeah, wicked. I want to give them a go again. I don't want to do crazy amount of plants. So I just want to kind of have like maybe between those two tanks, maybe 4 or 5 plants or something like that in there, and see how it goes, and then just start adding to it slowly. I know I've still got, I think I've got like a cabbage palm or something outside that's still pretty small that I might split up and put in between the tanks. And I know I've got heaps of pamela and stuff kicking around, but I don't know if I want to use that in there. I'd rather stick to like ferns and that sort of gear. But yeah, I sent you that photo of the tank Sasabo that I chucked together as well with that new background on it. I reckon it came up half decent, hey?
Do you want to chuck her up?
Yeah, go for it. Be a sneak peek for everybody.
Good. Where's the share button?
Yeah, so it's 2 Exoterras that are lined up next to each other. And I basically took one image and split it into 2 backgrounds and stuck it into these 2 tanks.
Yeah, can't good.
I reckon it looks wicked.
Yeah.
I'm biased though, obviously, but yeah. No, good stuff.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like those backgrounds.
Me too. That was really easy. That took me maybe 15, 20 minutes between the 2 of them.
Yeah, and they're just on the outside of the tank, aren't they? Stuck to the back of the glass.
No, right? Those ones are on the inside of those tanks. Yeah, so I've been experimenting pretty heavily with what I'm doing, but because those particular enclosures are just facing the wall, it's only the back panels on the enclosures that got the background on it. I didn't see the need to do it on the outside. The downside to doing it on the outside of the glass and having it kind of come in is you still get that glossy glass look. If you were like taking photos or anything like that, you get lots of light reflection.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that personally. But it is easy to put on a tank. So it's kind of pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
But I quite like it that way because you get that bit more of a matte finish. So it looks a little bit more real in my opinion. And that's easy too because it's not like 3 layers of, image, 2 different layers of laminate and stuff like that, and you're like putting out creases and stuff in between each layers and stuff like that. So that was it. Oh, this person's back. How did you get back in? See you later. Jesus. How do you not get spam on those things, eh? Yeah.
Back again.
So what do you do?
You need to find love, Luke.
Apparently. This is the universe giving me a sign.
Fill life with emotions. Find love. We have love. It's in a box. They're called reptiles.
Gil and I are love.
Yeah. There's a good shirt for you. Gil and I are love.
Mate, if anybody's going to wear that, it is going to be me.
Yeah.
A picture of Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's looking old, mate. My Gilbert. Yeah, he's starting to get pretty skinny. He's not keeping weight on him. He's, starting to get to that age where, he's just looking worn out. So poor little guy.
Do that.
I was checking up on him a little bit during the weekend, and I don't know how much longer he'll be with me, unfortunately, which is a bit of a downside. But he was an adult when I got him, and I've had him for at least 6 years.
Yeah,
I reckon. So I think the guy, from memory, I want to say the guy when he got him said that he was at least a few years old, if not like maybe half a dozen years old then.
Yeah. Geez, that's a pretty good wicket.
I mean, obviously I wasn't there when he hatched, but Oh, some guy was telling me the other day, it might have been on one of my posts, he had a friend in a reptile park, I want to say, that of some description, that had a Gil and I, that he'd at the time caught as an adult when, licensing and stuff wasn't a thing. And he apparently had it for 27 years.
Wow.
So, grain of salt with that one. But at the same token, it gives me hope to think that, a lot of these guys could be around for a long time to come, I suppose, with the right care and stuff.
Does your stuff kind of shut down quite a bit now too?
Yes and no. Like my young Gil and I, my depressor is still eating.
Yeah.
I fed all my geckos tonight. So I'm just doing like once a week or thereabouts pretty much.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. because otherwise I just end up with crickets all through my enclosures.
So I haven't had crickets in ages. There's a cricket shortage again. It happened again.
I saw that, and I'm like, what the hell?
Good time for me to be sitting back with a whiskey with my roach colony going.
It's a good time to happen, though, being the winter.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
better than last time. That was like
time,
October or November or something last time.
Yeah. Oh. So, it's probably, a little bit better, but still annoying. But
have you been able to sort yourself out with the shortage?
Oh, I got some last week, but I didn't get a big batch because I've got to set up like some heat mats and stuff. So I just got enough to feed what I had.
Yeah.
And then
that's fair enough.
Fed everything off, and now I'm probably struggling next week. Or this week.
I think it'll be back in like if you're just buying like boxes or something like that from shops, they should be sort of sorted out hopefully this week. I think the story is, as far as I've heard, is that Pisces decided to try out a new food with their crickets or change up the food a little bit. And basically that stunted the growth of a bunch of them and, didn't get some to size. So they lost a lot of their breeding stock and stuff like that. So they kind of had to just hunker down for a few weeks and get it back in line. But,
yeah, I think I heard the same. I might have read it somewhere actually, but
yeah.
It's time to start that woody colony.
I've been pounding my woody colony at the moment, hey. Like my boids are still eating. My frog's going mad. He doesn't. Thing doesn't stop.
The frogs haven't slowed down much, but my boids have slowed down quite a bit, eh?
Yeah, mine I'm only doing like once, maybe twice a week.
Yeah, I think I'm about the same. But even then, like they're not like they used to be. They keep getting on that bloody light and turning it off.
They're trying to tell you. They're going, I'm going to bed.
You're going to sleep, turn the lights off.
Turn this dimmer down.
Yeah, but I might just put a bit of that green foam over the top of it so they can't at least hit the button.
And just tape it around the top or something like that. A couple of dabs of hot glue or something maybe.
I'll just wedge it in there, cut it so it's like nice and tight.
Ah, yeah.
Push it in.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but buggers, every time I come in, the bloody plant lights off.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Even the leafies have slowed down a bit. They're still eating, but they've slowed down a considerable amount. So
I think this room just holds temp, hey? Like this.
Yeah, my room doesn't see. The nighttime gets pretty low. I think it gets down to about 14 or something of a nighttime.
Yeah, I think this is only like 17 or something. I've cocked it at the lowest. Like quite often I'll now like open this up for like half an hour before I go to bed just to like
just to get that air in.
Yeah, just to give them that little bit more of a chill. Like I'm not so worried about most of the stuff that's in here, but at the same time, whenever I've chilled the Gillinite right down, that's when I've managed to get some really good egg production. So
yeah,
give it another crack.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, just put one of those door snakes over the door so the house doesn't get cold.
Yeah,
just crack it and.
Oh, mate, where I live, I'm not leaving the window all night. That's
yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't be doing
bar behind it. No, but just crack it a bit before you go to bed. That way, if you put the snake there, the cold air doesn't get into the house.
Change the house, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I need to get one of those snakes.
Yeah.
And get one of my snakes out and train it to lie down.
Yeah. If you draw open inwards, you can just leave it there, and then that way when you close it, the room still stays cool.
Yeah.
Or cooler.
Very
anyway.
good idea. Good idea. Yeah, the mice are doing pretty good at the moment. I sent you that photo. It's like, check out this plague. Yeah.
I wonder whether, because you've got those in your room, that your green tree pythons could smell them and were just hungry buggers when they were hatchies. Because they're a native mice. Are they from the same area?
Nah, they're arid species.
Arid, yeah, that's right. But I wonder whether, probably not.
I think you'd be drawing a hard correlation, but I think at the same time, like it's plausible. Yeah. But in saying that, I think they were just lucky big babies from the get-go, personally.
Yeah,
but
they were.
That like I don't, apart from the hatchy snakes, I don't have any other snakes in here, and nor would I have big pythons and stuff in here. Because remember originally I was talking about doing the roughies and the green trees behind me here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, hang on, with the mice just down there.
Food mode.
Yeah, I'll never be able to get them out of the cage. Yeah. That's the last thing I want to be doing with roughies and greens with those long pointy teeth.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, here we go. Does throwing up a comment. In regards to your lighting of the GTP enclosures, I use one of those coloured LED Grid Connect lights, 6500 Kelvin during the day, and you can set it to dim moonlight colour at night. I use them for my white lips, and I'll do that for the adult green tree python enclosures in future too. That's cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Might be something that I'll look at down the line when I get some more coin to tinker around with. But yeah,
that's a good thing with the Grid Connect stuff is it's not super expensive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, those downlights aren't too bad, actually. They're like maybe $30 a pop or something like that. I only really want to do one downlight on each tank as well, so it's not like overpowering. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea, Daz.
And I think with the Grid Connect downlight, because it's the Grid Connect, you could probably just have it on a standard outlet because you can program the light to do what you want it to do, I think.
I might have to play around with the one that I've got on my Boyd's tank a little bit more because, yes, you can. I know you can definitely do like timers and stuff on them.
Yeah.
I haven't played around with dimming settings and stuff on it. I think I've just kind of got it set to whatever it is when that comes on. Yeah, I agree, Daz. I like the fact that I don't do any heat. I am going to be doing UV on these guys too, but it'll only be for a few hours a day, like maybe like 3 hours of the morning or something like that.
Yeah, and I've got the dimmer switch for the lights in the roof. I've got to put that in so I can actually just have my lights come on during the day, and dim them, like come on dimmed and just slowly ramp up in the room. The room's light as well, not just the enclosures.
Yeah, right.
So I've got to get around to putting that in, but
yeah. At least I'll be happy to have the green tree pythons out of this room come summer. I think that'll be good. Just to not stress it because this room will get pretty warm, pretty toasty. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially I'm in a shirt now, and I'm more.
Yeah, I know. I was looking. I'm in bloody long pants, jumpers, slippers, socks.
Yeah, I got slippers on. I'll give you that. Did you see that Brycey went for a herp over the weekend as well, Adam Bryce?
I did, yeah. Come across that diamond too.
That was a cracker. Yeah. I like it. It was like right on the edge of the rock escarpment there. And him and Jason Luke looked like they went out and had an absolute ball in that Saturday sunshine. I was jealous seeing all the herping shots coming out of
quite a few people went herping recently, yeah.
Bloody oath. It was a good day for it.
Yeah.
Even, he came across that diamond and I think they were looking for Broadies.
Yeah.
Pardon me. And I know, I think it was Paul Douglas road cruised to Broadie or something like that, I think the same day.
Yeah. But did they find a Broadie?
I don't think so.
I don't think they did. Poos. Here we go. Nice diamond python. I will share that. But that's what I was saying before. There's a couple of spots around here that have a good westerly facing rock shelf. Like get that Arvo sun.
Yeah.
That nice dark diamond too.
Yeah, I think he must have gone down south for that one. Just a little bit. Just southern Sydney somewhere.
Yeah.
You see the photo? Yeah, I was going to say you have to show that photo off of him with his big umbrella.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think mine's a tiny bit bigger than that one. Yet to try it out and got it for a trip, but so I couldn't go on that one. But anyway.
Oh, you'll have to compare it
always
to
next time
when you see him.
Yeah. He's got heaps of them.
Yeah.
Anonymous King. Oh, don't even worry about that. Just delete that one.
Yep.
YouTube, eh?
Yeah. Troglodytes. What do you reckon, mate? Have you got anything else that you want to touch on?
Nah, not at all, mate. Just trying to fill my life with emotions, you know. Find the perfect match.
Oh, dear.
Oh, man. That's
too funny. Alrighty, guys, before we get inundated with any more of these gooses, we'd like to say a massive thank you to Eric and Owen and the rest of the MPR crew for having us. If you'd like to contact them, it's best to find them at moreliapythonradio.com and email them at info@moreliapythonradio.com. Make sure to follow the NPR Network on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. And as far as contacting us in our social media platforms, you can email us at australianherpetoculture@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram as well. Make sure to check out our Teespring store for some podcast merch. The link is on the Facebook page. To see more of what Jason is doing, make sure to follow him on Facebook and Instagram at The Gecko Effect. And for myself, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon and Teespring under Beach of Scaly Beasts. We hope to have you back next week for another episode of the Australian Herpetoculture Podcast. Good night, everyone.
Good night.